Hello, this is Beacon of Light, and welcome to my channel. And today I want to be talking about a dream that I had. Um, this dream actually had to do with an ex, someone who had an ex. The dream started where I was in my grandmother's house. I came into my grandmother's house, and then all of a sudden, I seen my best friend sitting down in my grandmother's table, and I'd asked her, how did you get to my grandmother's house? Because you live so far, how did you get here? And then she just was looking at me, and she asked, is it okay for you to take me to the dollar store? And I said, yeah, it's fine. I can drive you over. It's not an issue. Just give me a second so I can get ready. So then as I was getting my things ready, getting ready to take her to the dollar store, I seen a man coming into my grandmother's house. And right there I knew that this guy was an ex of mine. He was an ex of mine. So then as he came into my grandmother's house, he said hi to me. I said hi to him. And then he sat on the sofa. And as he was sitting in the sofa, me and him, we were talking about our kids. We were talking about our kids. And we were saying, okay, when can my kids stay over your house? When can our kids, or when can his kids stay in the weekend? That's what we were talking about. And when I was talking to my ex, I noticed up here, that my friend, when I was talking to my ex, I noticed that my friend, the one who was sitting in the table, because she was sitting in the table, my friend, I noticed that she was talking to a woman. And when I looked over at the table, this woman was looking at me wrong. And I had no idea. I'm like, oh my goodness, who's this woman looking at me wrong? So I didn't know who this woman was, so I just ignored it. Then all of a sudden, like I said, I just ignored her. I kept talking to my ex on the sofa. And then I noticed the same woman walking towards us. She was walking towards us. And then she sat right next to my ex. So automatically, I was like, oh, that's his new girlfriend. That's probably why she was looking at me wrong. She's, that's his new girlfriend. But like I said, I didn't do anything to her or anything. She just looked at me wrong from across the table. And then she came sitting next to my ex. So, she sat next to my ex. She was just smiling. She was smiling at him. And then she was smiling at me. And then when she was sitting next to my ex, she did smile at me for a little bit because he was looking at her. But then when he wasn't looking, she looked at me wrong. And she looked really jealous. She looked really, really jealous. I'll put here, a couple of minutes later, after she looked at me wrong, she started to touch his hands. And then she was just trying to make me jealous, just touching his hands, doing all kinds of gestures to make me jealous. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to get up from the sofa. I don't need to put up with this immature behavior. I'm not going to put up with the immature behavior or her disrespect or anything like that. So as I was walking to the dining room table, I noticed that she was laughing at me. She was just laughing at me. She kept rubbing my ex's shoulder. She kept rubbing his shoulders in the sofa. She kept looking at me and just laughing at me. And she kept mocking me. And she kept giving me this envious look. like this really jealous, envious look. You know, and she was doing all of this. She was laughing and doing all these things while he wasn't looking. He wasn't paying attention. He was just looking to his, he was just looking to his left side, not paying attention. She was just rubbing his neck and just laughing at me, mocking at me, you know, like saying, ha, 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 I'm with him now type of situation. So then I got really angry. I got really angry because she was provoking me. And it wasn't the fact that I was jealous that she was with my ex. It's just the way that she was just acting. She was just provoking me. So, and she was just trying to make me jealous. And I didn't like that. I just didn't like the way that she was acting at all. And in the dream, it seemed like I was really angry because she kept rubbing it in my face. And that's why I got angry. So I'm making a face. So as I put it here, so as my ex was leaving, I decided to go back to the sofa and say bye to him and his new girlfriend. Then all of a sudden, I pointed my finger. So this was what happened. I went back to the sofa to say bye to his girlfriend and to say bye to him. But as I was saying bye to both of them, first I said bye to my ex-boyfriend, and then I said bye to her. But as I was saying bye to her, I pointed my finger in her head and said, have a good day, see you later. That's what I did with my finger. Have a good day, see you later. She was very upset that I touched her forehead like that. And it seemed like she actually lunged at me, like she wanted to hit me. But my ex held her back. And one of my guy friends that was there held me back. So it was a lot. And then my ex boyfriend looked in the dream. It was more like not an ex-boyfriend, more of like ex-husband. He just looked at me. He's like, "Did you really have to point your finger in her head? That was not necessary at all. You know, it was not necessary. You didn't have to do that." And then the new girlfriend was laughing. She was laughing behind his back because she knew that he was sticking up for her. She knew that. And then when my ex told me that you shouldn't have put your finger on her head, that was really immature. You shouldn't have done that. And then I felt bad. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that I actually did something like that. I don't know why I did it. She provoked me so much that I don't know why I did it. I did it. I was really angry. And I feel bad, and I don't know what else to say about it. I feel really bad. So then when they left, you know, my mother just popped out of nowhere in the dream. And then they just gave me the look. They didn't say anything. It's like, oh, we understand. Like they knew what type of person she was. So again, for whoever this word is to, please don't put your hands on anyone at all. Don't ever put your hands or point your fingers on anyone the way that I did in the dream, because that's disrespectful. You don't do that or touch anyone else. Don't do that. And again, you shouldn't lower yourself. You shouldn't lower yourself just because your ex's new girlfriend or new boyfriend is jealous of the fact that you used to go out with them. So don't lower yourself. If they want to act like that, then let them act like that if they want to. Again, if they want to act like that, then let them act and behave in that manner. You know, the only person you should be worrying about is yourself and the way that you act. You know, the person is showing their true colors. They're showing their true colors right there. So this new person that your ex is with is starting a little drama by the way they look at you and the little smirks of jealousy or laughter that they do. And also by the way they try to mock you. And also by the way they try to provoke you so that you can get angry. And your ex and Your ex and the person that they are with now, they're just being a bit immature and a bit dramatic. So your ex's new girlfriend or boyfriend seems like they have issues that they need to deal with in their life. And at the end of the day, they don't like you, and that's okay. It's okay if they don't like you. Just know that underneath of it all, they're just insecure about themselves. And that's something that they have to fix within themselves. So you don't have anything to do with that at all. It says here in KJV, Galatians 5:25-26. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, and envying one another. So again, don't walk around being happy and prideful, provoking one another, and be envious with one another. So again, don't walk around being happy and prideful, provoking one another, and being envious towards one another or each other. You know, that's not nice. You don't do things like that at all. So your ex's new partner seemed like they were very proud of themselves for provoking you. And their goal or achievement was to provoke you. But at the same time, they were envious of you too. And that's the reason why they did it. But like I said again, they have issues that they have to deal with themselves. So like I said, don't take it personal. They're just insecure about themselves. That's all. They're just insecure about themselves. And that's something that they need to deal with. You don't need to deal with that. So again, you know, just try to focus on yourself. Your ex is an ex for a reason. You dealt with enough in your life. You dealt with so much in your life, and now you have to deal with their new person. No. You know, just try to ignore the new person. And again, don't go fight with them. Don't lower yourself. Don't do that. Don't lower yourself, because you're going to regret it. And then at the end, you're going to be lowering yourself just like that person. So show them that you're better, because you are better. So like I said again, focus on yourself, focus on God, focus on your kids, and that's all you have to do. Just focus on the positive. And again, this is Beacon of Light. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and have a very blessed night.